What is going on, guys? Thanks so much for tuning in back to the channel. Today we're working on the BRZ. Tax return came, so thought I'd pick something up for myself. Tomei unequal length headers, Tomei overpipe. Came with heat wrap and gaskets, hardware, stickers, and the open flash tablet V2. So before we start working on the car, Saturday, it's getting a little late, actually a lot later than we wanted to start on the car itself. We did some stuff on Alina's car. Alina, do you want to show them what you did to the car?
So I just put on some weather stripping around here. The kind of weather stripping I got was off Amazon. Oh, and then I got some Collins taillights. I bought these off of a Yahoo auction. I freaking love these. They don't make them anymore.
The car got painted. It looks really good. And the taillights kind of brought the entire rear end together. But oh, and then look at this over here. Finally finished the car. If you watched our other video on the coilover install for the Miata, you would have already seen this, but if you haven't, we finally got it slammed on the wheels. It's super stiff. I'm actually going to be doing a review video. Raceland got in contact with us and they asked to do a review for them, so we're going to do that. I think that'll be the next video. That's all for the updates on the cars. I guess we can start the BRZ now. First step, get it jacked up in the air and be safe. Alright guys, so our first step after you jacked up the car is to get underneath, and we're gonna be removing this skid plate here. So you take your 10 and a 12 on a socket, and then you got some pop clips here, and we'll just take that off right now. There's a bunch of nuts and clips on here.
Wait. Woo. Here, let me help you. Look at all that.
After you have your heat shield removed from the car, there's going to be 6 total 14mm nuts that you have to break loose, and because of all the heat, they're going to be super tight. So get yourself a long extension because you are going to need it. You might need to stack 2 also, like one on top of the other, because they are up into the motor. Our first one, I'm just going to show you real quick. This is what you're looking for, the long stud with the nut. So 3 on one side, 3 on the other side of the motor, meaning left and right, passenger side, driver's side. Grab your breaker bar, hold it tight, and it will help if you guys live in like areas with snow and salt and your car's rusting underneath. Make sure to hit those with like a PB blaster, something just to kind of break it up a little bit, because you don't want these to break. Okay guys, so we've broken 3 nuts over here loose. The other 3 on the passenger side are now loose, and we're going to grab a 12 wrench and break 2 of these nuts loose for the overpipe. Now, a little word of advice: if you guys do get these headers, it makes it 10 times easier if you just spend a little bit more money, buy an overpipe so you don't have to reinstall the OEM one, because these are kind of a pain to wiggle out, and that's really all. They say it makes for better tone also and a little bit more power, because it bottlenecks right over here to get room to clear over the subframe. So we're gonna break those loose with a 12-end open-ended wrench right now. Overpipe's right here. We're gonna need to remove this bolt and then one on the top. It's kind of a pain to get, but yeah, so there's only a few bolts. Alright guys, so we got all of the 6 nuts on the header, all unbolted, or loosened actually, and we broke free the 2 bolts for the overpipe that connect the in between the front pipe and the header itself. But before that, actually, it's already starting to come down. I can see it. So before we put too much tension on the O2 sensors, we're going to disconnect them. So that's going to be the white and the black one. And easiest thing to do is just grab a screwdriver, push down on this tab in the back, and pull it out. And it's not coming out.
Here,
So Alina's gonna save the day.
I'm gonna try.
She's gonna try. She usually does it.
Got it.
Of course you did. So what is it? That is correct though.
You push on this tab.
Yep, and then
pull
get those two out, and then we could drop the header. Nice, Alina.
Thanks.
2 hours later.
Okay guys, so we've got the headers stuck. I didn't want to have to do this, but I guess we have to. I called a couple people and they said, yeah, I did this. So we have to disconnect the front pipe. Now, so you're gonna take off that nut there. You see that hole underneath the cradle? And then the two bolts holding it, that to the cat pack. So it should be fun.
Wait, you're having a baby?
Yep, I'm having a baby.
Oh,
Watch your language, Missy.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
What?
I didn't do a before sound clip. Oh. Yep, just drag the dirty pipe across my legs.
Sorry.
There's a nut dragging across.
Your nut.
Dragging across my nut. Woo!
There it is. Danny's so ugly.
I'm not that ugly.
Not you.
So we have the old header, and we're going to remove the O2 sensors. If you have access to AutoZone or something, you could rent the O2 sensor. It's like a socket, and it's got a line down the center, so the wire, you can actually feed the wire out, and then you can just break it loose. But we don't have that. It's a 22 millimeter, so we're gonna use that 22 mil open-ended wrench. Hopefully it's not too stuck on there. We won't have to make a trip down to AutoZone for that. Went to AutoZone, had to get the oxygen sensor socket set. So this is the one that we're gonna be using. This will slide just like that. Then we're gonna take the O2 sensors off. Done. Just spin these loose, yep. I'm just gonna keep this in there just so I remember which one is which. Don't get these mixed up. And also one other thing, this kit came with heat wrap. This is fiberglass. I'm not too sure. A couple people say to wet it. A lot of people say don't wet it, but we just wrap this because I don't want heat in the motor. That's why we cut the hood. So we are just wrapping these real quick. It's up to preference. I've seen people not wrap it, so this isn't really 100% necessary. We just wanted to take the extra steps just to keep less heat in the engine bay, cooler temps, happier motor. So we're gonna do that right now. Eating some Jello?
Yeah.
Yeah, without a spoon.
I have fiberglass all over my hands.
Yeah, you get itchy from this stuff. It kind of sucks to work with.
Yeah, fuck that stuff.
And it is already, it's getting late. But we're just gonna quickly wrap these, transfer over the O2 sensors to this one, and then slap it all back together. Oh, and then we're gonna tune it tonight also. I don't think that'll be too hard.
Just plug it in.
Yeah, we're just gonna, I wanted to get the pops and bang tune on there like every other FRS owner guy. But we'll do that later on. I'll make a separate video on that. So let's just finish up wrapping. And boom. New O2 set, or not new. The sensors are swapped over. Majority of the header is wrapped. It's you need patience if you want it perfect. It doesn't take long if you just do it like this. Kind of missing a couple spots, but a majority of this is wrapped. This is all wrapped perfectly. And for the rest of this, just kind of follow your steps backwards. It's not too hard. We were kind of really lax about this job, so that's why it took us a while to do it. But if we really hustled, 2 hours maybe, I'd say, right? 2 hours.
If you don't wrap the headers.
If you don't wrap the headers, yeah.
There's just fiberglass. Now I know why they say wet it before. So that shit's not
Oh,
everywhere.
that's why. That's a smart idea.
If you're working with
the fiberglass, make sure to wet it. It just keeps it from flying everywhere. We didn't, and I mean, I'm gonna be working on a giant magnet now because there was just so much. Look at all of it. I don't know if you can see that, but this is all fiberglass, just to the bottom of the broom. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. I believe either the coilover review. We have to edit a few videos. I'm not too sure which one will be up next. Stay tuned. We got a lot more stuff planned for all the cars. If you're not following us on Instagram, we posted everything that you're seeing now on Instagram on our story. So follow us at 86 Golds. You can see all of the work that we do and some behind the scenes stuff. Subscribe, hit the bell icon to stay updated. Tomorrow, Supercar Sunday, we're going down there. Probably gonna vlog. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Here's what the car sounds like. Peace out.